Hello again everyone, welcome back to another video on this wonderful platform we call the internet, and once again we are talking about one of my favourite groups of people, if you can even call them that, of all time, and that is none other than the far right. Now, this is a little disclaimer, I have nothing against the left and the right, it's just the far left and right that are the real degenerates here, so this is a disclaimer because, well, yeah. So anyway, let's get into it then, shall we? So over the past year, I've started to notice that there's a whole lot of, I guess you could say, cocksucking towards J.K. Rowling at the far right like to do a lot, and well, yeah, so funny enough, she used to be a feminist or some shit like that, and then she, I don't know, changed her mind about it and all, and then the far left got all pissed about it and started attacking her, and then, of course, none other than the far right opened their arms to her and welcomed her with open arms and all that stuff, and have been defending everything she's done ever since. But funny enough though, with another actor, the SJWs and shit started attacking this actor's mother, and then she had a go at them, and then yeah. And funny enough, most of the far right fuckheads were just saying, oh, she's just saying it because they attacked her mother, blah, blah, blah. So someone has their mother harassed, and you don't do anything about it, but someone else who was on the very side that you're against, then all of a sudden changes their mind and you welcome them with open arms. Like, love to see it, don't you? So, yeah, anyway, on to the actual subject of Hogwarts Legacy. So, this game has a trans character and a lesbian character in it, and, well, because it's good old J.K. Rowling, well, nothing but radio silence, not a fucking word. No whinging and bitching about it, because once again, the J.K. Rowling cocksucking must go on. So it's funny how, if anything else does it, it's woke trash, this, that, blah, blah, blah. But if it's anything from Japan or J.K. Rowling, they'll defend it to the end of the fucking earth. I am not kidding. So, yeah. And speaking of Japan, well, Final Fantasy VII Remake, let's see, two particular characters, Tifa and Aerith. So, Crisis Core Remake, whatever it is, came out last year, I think. And these two characters that I just mentioned, Tifa and Aerith, well, in this they had smaller breasts, I guess you could say. And, well, let's just say that a certain group of people weren't too happy about that. But it gets worse. But here's the thing, though. They want bigger breasts on characters that, at the time of when this takes place, are under the age of 18. So, sexualizing minors? Not really a good look. So, yeah, someone get these absolute fucking freak shows on a sex offender registry or whatever, because, yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, they're fictional characters, they aren't real people, but still, characters are under 18, so apparently, attention to detail, because that's what it is, because they have smaller breasts when Crisis Core takes place, because it takes place a couple of years before the main game, Final Fantasy VII, and then when Final Fantasy VII, the actual one, takes place, their breasts are bigger because of a thing called maturity, puberty, whatever. So yeah, so apparently in the game or movie, you can't have two things known as attention to detail and puberty. So, yeah. In conclusion on that part though, someone get these absolute fucking freaks arrested, and check their browser history and hard drives, please. And now we go on to God of War Ragnarok. So, a lot of people were pissy about Thor being fat and how apparently they quote-unquote race-swapped Angerboda or whatever it is. You can't see, but I'm using air quotes because technically she's not even a human anyway. So this is where I debunk this. So apparently it's bad that Thor is fat. And funny enough, they're all about, don't change historical accuracy, yet you're complaining about Thor being fat, yet in actual mythology he was fat, and back then that was considered fit. Now, onto Angerboda, well, she's a frost giant who can shapeshift, and in this case, she just so happened to shapeshift into a black girl. So, I really don't see the problem here. So, yeah. I don't really know what else to say here, because, yeah. Now onto the movie No Time to Die. So there was this thing about how 007 is being replaced with a female character and all that. So this was prior to it coming out, and now getting triggered and talking all this shit about it and all that, and they said that the studio that made it, whatever it is, said that they have to make this amount of money if they were to beat the previous movie or something. I think they had to make a certain amount of money, and of course none of them, our favourite group, spun it around as, they're desperate to make this money. And yeah, and then funny enough, the movie came out and absolute dead silence. Not a fucking word. Isn't that funny? And now we go on to one of my favourite gaming franchises ever, with the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. So, in the original Mass Effect 2, when you talk to a character called Miranda, there'd be some camera shots that focused on her butt, and well, in this Legendary Edition, the remaster, they changed the shots, and you will not believe what group of quote-unquote people were triggered by that. Yep, you guessed it. So, yeah, it's not like they fucked around with the character model or anything and like desexualized her and made her butt small. No, all they did was change the goddamn camera angles. Once again, the anti-woke like to say that the woke like to get triggered over the littlest things, yet here they are getting triggered over some fucking camera angles being changed. Make it make sense. Once again, they lack the self-awareness to realise that they have become just as stupid and pathetic and annoying as the very group they're against. And now we go on to one of my all-time favourite video game franchise, with Need for Speed Heat. Now this one, there wasn't really much of an uproar or whatever, but there was one or two people whinging and bitching. So there's this character called Anna in it, and well, there was this one person who said, I better not go feminist or woke, and oh my god, it's not even like it's a main character, well, a main side character, so I don't really see what the issue is, so yeah. And now we have this. So apparently Aloy looks a little bit different in the sequel Forbidden West, and of course one group in particular is trying to spin it as, they deliberately made her ugly, and then funny enough there was an actual person with common sense who said that apparently they tried to remodel her to look more like the actor than the model. And then there was an issue with the character mesh or something like that, which then sort of meshed the two faces together or something. So yeah, I'm not really sure how true that is, but it's a possibility of what happened. But of course, because a certain group doesn't really use their brain, well, they just have to cry woke, as usual with almost every single movie or game or whatever that comes out. And now we go to good old Lara Croft. So, with her top or whatever it is that she's wearing, they were saying that, oh, they decreased her breast size, blah 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 blah. But here's the thing though, like, even I can tell, the top or whatever it is that she's wearing, more than likely, like, I'm not sure if compress is the right word for it, but yeah, so I don't really know how to explain it. Now for one of the more recent controversies, none other than StarMid. So, our favourite group of quote-unquote people are mad because of, well, some words, and those words happen to be our good old pronouns. And funny enough, it's not even, I don't really know, but all I can say is that it more so just replaces the gender thing. It's basically, in this, it's serving the same purpose in the character creation. It's serving the same purpose as the gender selection, male and female, but it's just changed around to being pronouns, yet it's the same thing. So, yeah. Like, that really didn't take a genius to figure out either now, did it? Now for Resident Evil 4 Remake, I'm going to start off with Ashley. So, with her new design, well, once again, these freaks absolutely want to stare at boobs and ass and stuff all goddamn day. Well, they were mad that they couldn't see her boobs clearly enough. Yes, you heard that right. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, oh my god. Like, I lose brain cells every time I hear any of this shit from these absolute fucking freaks, I tell ya. So, yeah. And now we hop on with character Ada Wong. So, the new actor that played her in Resident Evil 4 Remake, a lot of people didn't really like her performance as such. I mean, admittedly, yes, I was a bit caught off guard by it because I was too used to the previous actor who played her, voiced her in the Resident Evil 2 Remake, but eventually, especially with Separate Ways DLC, I came to get used to it and like it. So, yeah, but of course, though, certain people took matters into their own hands to send death threats and harass the new actor, Lily Gao, compared to the previous Jolene Anderson. And yeah, and funny enough, they're all about hating on counterculture, yet they literally cancelled her and forced her to leave Instagram, at least for a certain amount of time. And then they have the audacity to say that she's on the wrong for pulling the race card, yet they were the ones sending death threats, and well, no matter who it is, death threats are not okay. It's wrong. So all of a sudden, but someone pulls a stupid race card that all of a sudden justifies your death threats. What is wrong with you, you absolute fucking pig? And now we hop over to Mortal Kombat 1. So, apparently Li Mei is quote-unquote ugly. So with that the case, you're technically calling the actor that plays her ugly too. Well done, insulting someone. Good job. So, yeah. But funny enough though, you got these absolutely beautiful looking characters like, I don't know, Sindel, Mileena, Kitana, Nitara, but all because of this one character just doesn't look just as pretty as them. All of a sudden the whole thing's just woke garbage. All because of one little thing. Like, come off it. Jesus Christ. So apparently one woke thing outweighs the rest of the non-woke things. Like, once again, make it make sense. But I'm not done yet. So, even though with Mileena she looks very, let's say, attractive, yes, people are still whinging and bitching because her outfit isn't as revealing compared to that of Mortal Kombat 9. But here's the thing though, she already looks good anyway, revealing outfit or not. Even then you can still see that quote unquote lack, I guess you could say. So, yeah. So apparently, just like with the far left, nothing will ever be good enough for the far right. So, yeah. But once again, I'm not done yet. There's more. So, they recently released some reimagined skins for Li Mei and Nitara. And they sort of covered up a little bit of skin, remember this for later. And well, once again, a favourite group of quote-unquote people aren't too happy about that. But here's the thing though. As you can see with these images here, it's literally like not even a whole lot. Now I'm talking in 1-to-1 scale here, it's like characters in life size, not on the screen where things are smaller. They're whinging and bitching about 15 or so centimeters of extra material added around their crotch area, their private part area. No, it's not like they added entire pants. No, they just added a small bit around the inner thigh area near the crotch. Like, there's not that much of a difference between the original costumes and these reimagined costumes. Like, goodness gracious me, like, you're really getting triggered over just a few extra pixels being added to a goddamn costume. Here's some advice for you anti-woke quote-unquote people. Go outside and touch some grass and get some bitches on your dick or some guys in your vagina. For the love of God. And stop obsessing over some fucking pixels. You love to see it, don't you? You'd like to say that the other fuckheads are terminally online, right? Yet here you are, whinging and bitching about, let's see, some camera shots being changed in the game, and a few extra pixels being added to a goddamn costume. Pull your fucking head in. You bunch of fucking freaks. Jesus Christ. Once again, go outside and touch some fucking grass, will ya? Now we go to Spider-Man 2. Now, this one is another recent one that has caught up a bit of a storm. For other reasons, but for me, it don't really make sense, so I'm just going to go with this. So, this other YouTuber called Synthetic Man, or should I say, Pathetic Man, so, basically is whinging and bitching, saying that apparently Miles Morales is replacing Peter Parker, because apparently, they're going to replace white man with black man, blah 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 blah. All because apparently there's this part where Peter says that you're a better Spider-Man than me, or something like that, or you're a good Spider-Man. And once again, how does fuckface here take it? Oh, they're replacing him because because white bad, black good, blah 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 blah. No, I'm pretty sure they've even confirmed it. Like, and as another one of my friends said, like, he's just like in the previous game, Miles Morales. Peter Parker's just taking a break from being Spider-Man, focusing on his personal life or something. So, yeah. I don't really know what else to say. But anyway, though, once again, I'm going to give this the best advice possible for you freak shows out there one last time. Go outside, touch some grass, get some vitamin D on your skin, and get some bitches on your dick or guys in your vagina, please, for the love of God. Because there are more important things out there than some goddamn pixels being changed, that's for goddamn sure. So, yeah. As for you regular people with a brain, thank you for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want to. Stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one.